Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad. And the plan for tonight was to make what do we need to know. Literally, it's going to be the same thing. But what was brought to my attention is that there is a planetary alignment that is taking place at 18th or 19th of August. That depends on which part of the world you are living in. So I guess if you are in the eastern part, meaning China, Japan, and so on, it will be 18th. And if you are in the western part of the world, that is going to be 19th of August. Then it is when you will be able to see in the sky, in alignment, uh, the moon and the following planets: Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and also Neptune. Right? So pretty much all of them except for Mars and Pluto, if I'm not mistaken. Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn, these are the giants. Venus, Mercury, yeah, Mars is missing, and then Pluto. Right. And so this alignment is going to be in effect for a couple of days, and fits very well with what do we need to know format of the stream, which is for a few days after the reading takes place. So it will be that this live stream is going to be about how these planets are going to affect our star signs. But first, I'm going to do the collective reading for the alignment and how this alignment is going to affect us in general. Let me shuffle the cards and let's see what do we have. Right, so the first one, that will be Two of Cups. Then is the Emperor. And next one, that will be the Star card. Hey, Rocky. Uh, at the end of recovery, I had a pretty terrible week. Most of you probably know, guys. I had some kidney crisis again, and I used the rest of the week. The condition ended at the Friday, but I used the holiday just to, to rest and to recover. That's why there are no weekly videos up until now. Tomorrow I'm gonna do one long weekly video for the upcoming week, and then I'm back to normal schedule again. To just, you can't foretell when you're gonna get sick, right? This planetary alignment is going to pretty much influence our partnership, commitments, and relationships, at least according to these cards. Those are the cards again: Two of Cups, the Emperor, and the Star card being pulled. And so it's going to affect our commitments, partnerships, and relationships in such a way that it is just the nature of them is going to loosen up, and it will go along very easy, right? There won't be like the stifling segment of these commitments or relationships, if there is any. is completely going to vaporize due to the influence of these six planets alongside with the moon for the duration of their transit, which is going to be again couple of days, maybe a few days at most for some of us. That depends on kind of a charts we do have and how those planets are affecting us personally. But in this duration of alignment, we will get more, how can I put it into words, a more receptive, maybe it is the right word that I should use here, toward our partners, and in the same time our partners will become more receptive to us as well, more receptive to our plights, more receptive to our expectations, if you will. I don't want to say demands, but you know, more like a expectations, and more receptive toward our emotions as well, and also our feelings. They don't have to be, of course, necessarily intimate feelings, maybe just things you don't like. And your partnering commitment will become more reciprocal, and there is going to be a bigger acceptance into that there are certain stuff that you do not like but they do, and so on and so forth, which is going to create more favorable environment into these commitments, partnerships, and as well relationships. But because the star card is next to the two of cups here, these are a passive neutrals. That means that this isn't going to carry on for a very, very long time. It's just a temporary fix, so to speak. That goes without saying, though, that you know it's not without its uses. You can use that stage to basically fix a looming issues within your relationships or commitments, or reach a certain negotiation level, certain agreement there. Some rules are to be established. So the next few days, again, the main focus is going to be these commitments, partnerships, and relationships, and basically smoothing up the things and the state and the environment in them. So that was the collective reading. Now there are going to be 12 readings just like this one, and I'm going to run down the ecliptic, meaning that I'm going to start with Aries and I'm going to end up with Pisces. And bear in mind that these are generalized readings for the star signs. It's going to be important to listen for your sun, moon, and also rising sign. So the sun sign pretty much is going to show you what kind of events you are going to face throughout that alignment, while the moon sign is going to show you how you're going to what feelings those events are going to evoke in you. The rising sign, though, is pretty much going to show you what's going to be the best way to tackle those events. So listening to all three major signs of yours should give you a pretty personalized and good idea what this alignment of planets is going to mean for you. Other than that, if you do wish to have personal reading with me, you can purchase one at my website, which link you can find in the description down below. And if you do enjoy the show and you do wish to support it financially, you can do so using Super Chat or a PayPal, which PayPal link you can find in the description down below as well. And anyone who does so is going to receive a reading at the end of the stream. Should the donation carries no inquiry, the reading is going to be how that alignment is going to affect you personally, containing event that is going to happen to you throughout that alignment, and how this event is going to reflect on you and apply in your life, just like Yasmin did. Yasmin, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Yasmin. And as well, Rocky, thank you for the 28 Canadian. Thank you. You girls are going to have your readings at the end of the stream. Let me put you into the list. All right. Well, thank you, Rocky. Hopefully I will do. But this is a condition I'm fighting with for many years now, so probably is bound to happen again. All right, so first star sign, that will be Aries. Now you can keep up with what star sign I'm reading for through the glyph being displayed right there on my right hand side. Currently Aries glyph. So Aries is turn. And the first card for Aries, we do have a Judgment, followed by the second card here of the Fool. And the third one for you, Aries, it is a Six of Cups. So pretty serious a opening. And under opening, I do mean a option available. Very serious one though. This isn't something to be trifled with and to, I don't know the exact English expression, but like to loiter around wondering whether you should take it or not. That is something that you need to be very, very decisive of. Option available that will carry on, no compromises with it. Like it will be as perfect as possible. The only disadvantage that you may see, actually a couple of disadvantages, but the first one is that it will carry on nothing with the past. So this isn't an option available with your ex or with the job that you have lost, all right, or with the business you have failed. That is about a brand new opportunity that you had never explored, you had never experienced. Now, whether you are going to take it or not is entirely up to you. And the second disadvantage of this perfect, so to speak, option available, it will be that you will not gonna like it. So I can only speculate here is that you have expected a certain opening or a certain breakthrough, and a breakthrough is coming your way, just it is not within the life area that you had expected it to be. And that's why you're not gonna like it, because it is not according to your expectations and as well to your wishes, but that doesn't make it less successful. So uh, in the next couple or few days for you Aries, you should take what you can get, and it will be a lot, just not the particular thing you want right now. Right, next that will be Taurus. Death, Four of Wands, the Moon, that alignment, it's very, very favorable for you, my Tauruses. It's because it's going to make deeds that you are expected to perform to vanish and no longer to be required. So certain requirements that you had to attend to in order to close a cycle of development, so to speak, in order to move on to the next level, are again no longer going to be required as a as a result of this planetary alignment here. Like, just to give you an example of it, um, your client may require from you certain papers in order to place a purchase order, and the next couple of days it calls you and tells you, you know what, don't bother, I don't need them anymore, I have my proof elsewhere, so let's go ahead and start working together. That is just for example. And at least according to these cards, these deeds that you have expected to attend to and to perform, completely outdated, they pretty much wouldn't serve any purpose whatsoever, total waste of time. And this is going to pretty much open up a lot of space and room for you to do actually something productive in the next few days. For those of you who are single, that planetary alignment actually is going to give you the chance to be single no more. And the way how you're going to recognize the moment, it is when you truly feel emotionally unstable when you are around someone, and that someone is going to be your cue. Now it may happen that you don't like the person, and that is going to be completely fine. You may choose not to act on it, but the point it is that you can truly replace in the next few days your state of being single into a state of being in a relationship. And again, your cue is when you are very, very emotionally insecure about a specific person that you are around. Next star sign, that will be Gemini. And hello, Yarabi. 5 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Um, this this alignment for you, Gemini, is gonna trigger a very difficult situation that you are expecting, or you are going to expect someone to help you with, like a boss, like a colleague, maybe maybe a friend, maybe your spouse. Hello, Gaia. But at least according to these cards, even if these people have the best wish out there to lend you a hand, they are going to find themselves for the most part being incapable to do so, whether because they don't have the expertise, whether because they don't have the resources, whether because they don't have the experience, etc., etc. And so you're going to find yourself sitting pretty much alone against the current odd, and you're going to beat it big time in the very last moment, at least according to these cards. It's just I don't know what is the expression in English, but in my country we say when the knife hits the bone, you know. Then a very strong turnaround is going to happen on your behalf. There are going to be very, so to speak, seemingly random circumstances that are going to be very surprising, but they're going to give you the chance to do a very bold move, which move is going to trigger a round turn in the situation, pretty much a reversal, and from basically scraping the bottom, you're going to end up with the upper hand out there. You're going to end up on top of it. So basically in the next few days, being in next week, just don't give up to the very, very last minute, because whatever concerns and worries you do have, whether you're going to make it or not, at least according to these cards, pretty much in vain. And if you have that determination and readiness to act whenever necessary. You're going to seize the moment and basically going to end up successful in this endeavor. Right. Next, that will be Cancer. Ace of Swords. Feeling much better, Gaia. Thank you. Uh, Temperance. It's the second one. And then the third one, that will be Five of Pentacles for Cancer. This planetary alignment is going to be the trigger point for you finding the right measures. Handling, primarily handling certain people, certain insubordination, or it's just people that it's very difficult to communicate to with I would say it that way, with the truth. Is because for the most part you differentiate with the way you are handling life in general. And in the next few days, well, that's quite difficult to explain. In the next few days, you all are going to fathom, so to speak, the reality. And so neither you nor the other person or the other people will be able to deny the true diagnosis of the situation you're finding yourself into. And ultimately, the point here is that this alignment is going to trigger a common ground that was impossible up until this point to reach with either your parents, your friends, or maybe also your colleagues. And that is without you having to change something of yourself. It's just pretty much you are attuned to the situation, Cancer. You are attuned to the resolution, so to speak. And this alignment is going to trigger the rest of the parties involved to attune to it as well. And that is going to make you accept, so to speak, quite a lot of compassion and solidarity from these people, and also as well respect. But the biggest result of that is going to be that you are going to say to each other whatever you have to say, whether good or bad, whether pleasant or unpleasant, whether beautiful or ugly. And after that, you're going to sleep like a baby. You're just going to sleep well, having said everything you have to say. And ultimately, you're going to know the truth about yourself as well. Okay, next, that will be Leo. Five of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So for you, Leo, unfortunately, this is going to be a rough period, a rough alignment. And that is because it triggers abuse of power. And this is abuse of power out of spite, so to speak. Because or thanks to that planetary alignment, your boss is gonna breathe harder in your neck, they're going to involve themselves more than they have to in your affairs, right? Or that could happen also with a family member that is trying to intermingle with your affairs as well, try to give a direction to your life where there is not their job to do so. In some cases, unfortunately, as well, guys, you may end up being humiliated, especially if that is a person who does have a lot of power over your situation and over your basically over your work and over your existence there. So a rough alignment. And the reason why actually it is because, at least according to these cards, you're getting quite far ahead in terms of going along with the change, right? Going along with the new technologies, for example, going along with the new expectations, with the new demands, and that person just can't. And so they're trying, or they will try in these few days to destroy your spirit, all right, to destroy your determination and enthusiasm to get those new technologies, for example, or new ways, new code of conduct into work. And you should not allow that to happen by abandoning, you know, your passion and your enthusiasm as well. That may happen to be you also if you are a man or a woman of power. So if that's your case, then there are certain lines that you shouldn't cross, especially if those lines are start humiliating people around you. Taco, thank you for the $22. Thank you, Taco. At the end of the stream, you're gonna have your personalized reading. How that planetary alignment is going to affect you. All right, so next one, that will be Virgo. Two of Cups for Virgo. Eight of Swords. And the third one, that will be King of Cups. Hmm. Um, there is going to be a romantic intent, but you may misinterpret the jest or the gesture that is going to be directed toward you. Because the person who is going to direct that romantic intent towards you, Virgo, will be very inconsistent, that is to say the least. And this is how you can spot the guy or the woman, okay? They will address you very casually and unassuming when you are amongst a crowd. And for example, let's take it that is a coworker of yours. When you are in the office, surrounded by everyone that is working in that office, this person is going to address you just like they're addressing every single anyone else, okay, in the office. Even you may get even a bit harsher treatment than anyone else. But when you are alone together, just only two of you, then you're going to see these romantic advances from that person. And this is going to confuse you, you know, is that guy, like me, or they're just, you know, toying with me? They aren't toying with you. They're just a type of people that think the emotional connection they can have with someone else, it's quite important and sacred to be shown on display in front of everyone, and they do believe that only those toward their feelings are addressed to are worthy of knowing for the existence of these feelings. And this planetary alignment is gonna make you understand it harder if you are even willing to understand that, you know, state of this person. And if you do not, or you are unwilling to do so, then this is gonna place a very unbreakable, at least uh, for a period of time, barrier in between you two, which not much than just a, you know, a co-working type of relationship or a friendship can be established. So it is either now or never with that person. Well, not never, but for a very, very long time. Other than that, the relationship you can have with them, uh, at least at the start, should be quite equal, like a relationship in equilibrium. Okay, next that will be Libra. Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and then it's Nine of Pentacles. This planetary alignment is gonna trigger a remarkable breakthrough, remarkable development within the endeavors you are currently undertaking, like within your current job or like within your current relationship, uh, you know, like within your current social circle. If you are searching for breakthrough elsewhere than your current undertakings, you will not gonna find it, at least according to these cards. Now is the time to make a real progress, a real leap in development in the deeds that you are currently developing. Jasmine, thank you for the 20. Thank you, Jasmine. You are going to get a reading at the end of the stream. Thank you, Jasmine. All right, that was for Libra. Next one, Scorpio. The Hierophant. Five of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Um, This planetary alignment for Scorpio is it's gonna put us, and I'm saying us because I'm rising, I am Sun in Scorpio. It's gonna put us in or the precarious. It is not the right word. Uh, in a tough spot, but not a spot that it is out of the ordinary. That is the tough part of the road. That is a part of any kind of road. Okay, the tough part of writing a book, for example, or the tough part of building up a business, or a tough part of saying I love you, and so on and so forth. So we are going to stand in front of the tough part of the journey within this planetary alignment, and we are going to play it out almost perfectly. There are going to be few things that we will regret not being said, or not being written down, or not being done. But the overall process, the overall progression that we are going to accomplish is pretty much going to secure the deed, is going to secure the future, is going to secure the future of the relationship, of our name, of the job. And not just only that, it's going to make us our performance is going to make us very reliable to the people that are involved, reliable to our coworkers, to our friends, to our boss, to our clients. And we are going to build up name. How big of a name? Well, that depends on our actions, but definitely next few days we are going to show to the world exactly what kind of a steel we are made from. Next, that will be Sagittarius. Ten of Swords, Four of Swords, Temperance. This planetary alignment for you is going to force your hand on an option that it is quite of a compromising one for you, but there will be no other way around when you make the conversations or the negotiations. How it's going to start with, or how it's going to start the whole process is that you're going to be approached by a very loyal and faithful companion of yours, and you're going to have a pretty extensive talks on what is the next step. So that may be that you are approached by your spouse with a pretty extensive, again, and profound conversation on what is going to be the next step of your relationship. And it's going to become clear that either of you has to give up on something, and so they can take on something. Everyone has to give and take from the whole process, because otherwise it's not a truce, it's surrender, right? Neither of you will be willing to surrender, at least at that point. And once that compromise is done, a new dawn for that commitment. Maybe an intimate relationship, maybe a business partnership, a commitment with a someone else. And from there on, the respect toward each other is going to improve drastically, at least according to these cards. And also the sense of compassion and solidarity alongside with it. But above everything else, this is going to be the end of a tumultuous side of the commitment or the relationship. It's no longer going to plague that relationship at all. Right, next, Capricorn. Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords. This planetary alignment for you is going to trigger satisfying times. So basically for these few days, you will end up being quite fulfilled and satisfied with the results you're getting at work, you know, at your love life, at your relationship, your friendships as well. And ultimately, things are going to go along in a way that you are wanting them to be. So pretty much how your day-to-day routine will develop is in a way that you are going to complete your wishes. You know, you may wish to go out with someone, you're going to go out with with that person. You may wish to skip a day at work, you're going to have a chance to skip a day at work, and so on and so forth. But quickly, what is going to become apparent is that yes, that is a surge of dopamine, so to speak, but it lasts for a very short time, and this is going to confuse you. You know, it is something you wanted, and when you get it, it turns out that it isn't as good as you thought it's going to be. And that is because, at least according to these cards, there are far better and more important things that you can do. But in order to scope what those things are, you have to look at your life mentally and logically rather than emotionally. Because it's not going to be about what you want, because you will accomplish it, no problem whatsoever. It's going to be about what you have to. And if you go for what you have to, once you complete it, your satisfaction is going to be 10 times bigger than if you complete what you want. Next, Aquarius. Ten of Cups, the World, Temperance again. Gaia, thank you for the $5. Thank you, Gaia. Let me put you into the list. And once I'm done with the star signs, you're gonna have a personalized read on your question. This planetary alignment is going to allow you to get ahead. I was about to say to get what you want. That is going to involve, the more important thing it is that you are going to get ahead in expense of everyone else. So that is a chance that you're going to get, Aquarius, that we actually are going to get, because I am rising Aquarius, to get truly ahead, okay, to complete before everyone else, to get the job before everyone else, to talk with the client before everyone else, to go out with the person of interest before everyone else. Okay, it's just, it will allow you to get ahead at least a step. This is going to piss off a lot of people though, so you have to be prepared to be attacked verbally. I mean, to be attacked verbally by the rest involved, and also to lose some respect. It's just these people are not going to respect you because they will think that you have cheated, okay, that you basically play them for fools. Now, whether that is going to be important for you or not, personally for me it isn't. For you it may be. Go along accordingly. But you getting ahead, we getting ahead as Aquarius, is going to help us fulfill a lifetime goal. So this isn't just about some kind of advantage that we are going to get through this alignment of the planets. That alignment of the planets actually is going to allow us to complete a lifetime goal, and anyone in our shoes would have done it. Okay, so that is something that we shouldn't blame ourselves for, that we have the opportunity, the rest don't. And last but not least, that will be Pisces. Temperance, again. Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles. This planetary alignment is going to make so that nothing is going to work without you. You're going to be the bridge. You're going to be the binder. You're going to be the peacemaker, if you will. And basically not a single, for example, project or an idea or I don't know, an endeavor or an enterprise will be able to work properly without you. It may work in a certain way or to a certain extent, but not nearly as well and as good if you are involved. And this is going to make you, at least for the next few days, Pisces, a very sort of person for literally anything. To go out, to schedule a date, to schedule a holiday, you know, to talk to, and so on and so forth. So you will be on demand, so to speak. Your presence, your skill, your knowledge is going to be on demand. Whomever you're going to decide to make yourself available for is entirely up for you to decide. But you shouldn't take uh, these commitments as equals. They are completely transactional, and you should behave appropriately to it, at least according to these cards. All right, so that's going to do it for the 12. Now, the super chat reading. So anyone who donated and is about to donate to the channel is about to have a reading right now, which reading is going to contain an event and also how this event is going to apply to you. So the first one, that will be Yasmin. So let's see what this planetary alignment is going to trigger for you, Yasmin, and how it applies to you. You're welcome, Gaia. Those are the cards for you, Yasmin. Let me get the Pisces sign down. So this planetary alignment is going to trigger phone calls. Oh, it's sleeping right now. It's almost 4 a.m. here, and it's probably is dreaming its ninth dream. When I go to my room, it's probably is going to uh, it's gonna wake up, you know, and will want to play with me. So Yasmin, yeah, it's gonna trigger some phone calls that are gonna be with your family, and through these phone calls, you will reach an agreement, some kind of an agreement that will be very fruitful for all of the parties involved. Is gonna make certain things possible that was not possible by that point. Okay, like for example, selling a real estate property that is owned by your family. Some people may, that is just for example here, Yasmin. Some people may not want it to sell. Now they are okay with it, and the impossible sale is now possible. Bottom line is that this will allow you to plan in advance, and not just only in advance, but also for a quite of a long time further into the future. It's going to make you very comfortable, and not to mention that it will improve significantly the relationships and the state within the family matters. And I'm talking about a bloodline family, elders, siblings, cousins, niece, children, etc., etc., if you do have any. So a pretty fruitful alignment for you, planetary alignment for you, that will significantly again improve the status and also the relationship that you do have with your family members through accomplishing and reaching a final agreement about a certain matters. All right, next that will be Rocky. So Rocky, you want to know, what do you want to know? Okay, so you want to know something important that this planetary alignment is going to trigger for you. So let's have a look. These are your cards. So what do you need to know is that the benevolent support or help you are receiving is not as benevolent as you may think it is. So that person who gives you that support or help has something in mind that you are unaware of, and it's not in your favor. That is one thing. Another thing that you do need to know, and that is only in case if you are into real estate, like looking to purchase, looking to rent, is that this alignment can trigger for you a commitment of either purchasing or renting or even selling, if you will, any kind of commitment that is about a real estate, that you will be able to work yourself a pretty good deal. Basically, you will be in advantage. You will be the one that gets the surplus, and the other party is going to be the one that gets the star minus. Okay. So in that case, this planetary alignment triggers a really good event for you. But in the other case, for the social, and not just only for the social, but also for any kind of relationship, any kind of commitment here, it seems that you aren't. What you need to know is that you aren't as far as you think you are with someone that you do, at least for now, have a full trust into, right? And you're gonna start seeing the red flags in small disappointments that this person is going to start making for you. Those disappointments are going to be very characteristic because they will also gonna carry on with them a sense of kind of loss, and that should be the red flag for you, that is someone that just you know let's put it that way, things for themselves more than they think for you, although they're trying to look like you are their priority. All right, next, Taco. You're welcome, Rocky. Hey, mate. All right, those are cards. So that is a unique option. So it's a bit more complicated. Okay, so it's not just only you involved. Like there are also other people involved in this, but you're gonna get a better terms than others. Okay, and this is gonna be a cue for you to basically because these are your tarot cards here, so they speak that this alignment of planets is going to be the moment when you realize it's now I gotta take an act now. I gotta make my move right now, or I should remain silent forever. And it will come through these better terms or better conditions, something extra like than it is offered to the rest of the parties involved. And that is because the person who offers likes you more than the rest for one or another reason, basically. And there is going to be some stipulations to it, some requirements that you gotta fit in. So there are some uh, I'm sorry, important aspects that you have to attend to before you can actually cash in on the deal, because that looks very much into a deal that is going to be signed in some kind of a contract or written down, right? It's not going to be just a verbal confirmation. And again, this is going to be your cue to jump in and to take the best possible alternative into the matter. Thank you, Gaia. So this isn't the time to drop the ball, for lack of better words here, Taco. And just another hint before I move to Jasmine, that is on a subject that you have waited for a quite some time. Okay, unable to take an act or unable to move, because you didn't have any options by that point. You may had some options, but they were unfavorable to say the least. All right, next, Jasmine. No, I did Yasmin. I haven't done Jasmine. Talk soon, Taco. Those are your cards, Jasmine. This planetary alignment, I would put it that way, Jasmine, is going to trigger a better lifestyle in you that will significantly, at least according to these cards, improve your physical state. You may end up with a better diet, for example, or some kind of a workout plan, or just a better sleeping pattern, okay, having a chance to do a better sleeping pattern. But you are definitely going to, at least according to these cards, after that planetary alignment, start feeling better and better. Um, that's difficult to explain. It's almost like convincing yourself that there is something wrong with you. You know, you may end up in that particular state, getting yourself feeling better and better, and uh, imagining that there could be something um, wrong beneath the surface, like working and you are unaware of. Um, just for your, can I put it into words? Just for your safety. You know, these are tarot cards, and they aren't designed to read for health. Although the Lenormand cards are exactly what they say here. That is the event. You find a way to improve it big time, or ending up with a way to improve it big time. But just so you are safe, if something bothers you when it comes to your, physical state, go check yourself out with a medical professional. Is going to be the best. Other than that, at least according to the tarot cards, it's a change of a style of living here. Even it could be a slight one that will have a significant positive impact on your physical state, on your health. Right, and last but not least, that will be Gaia. So Gaia, you want to know whether taking that trip in October is going to be a good investment for you or not. So let's have a look. That depends. If the trip is just a holiday to take a break, I'd rather say no because of the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands shows that there is going to be a lot of dynamic, if I may put it that way. There are going to be a lot of things flying around. So definitely you wouldn't be able to kind of like catch up your breath. There is always going to be something that you will have to tackle with and address to, and it's just there is going to be a lot of action involved in all that. If it is a business trip, then it will depend on your decisiveness, okay? How decisive you are taking certain actions that are going to be displayed in front of you. And if you are decisive, yes, it's going to be a good investment for you. If you are indecisive, no, it's not going to be a good investment for you. This trip, if I may summarize it, it is either all or nothing. It's a retreat. I wouldn't say that it is a good investment if it is a retreat. At least according to that card. It's not going to feel like a retreat. It will feel like you're constantly pushed to do something. Eight of Wands is not a spiritual card at all. It's a card of action, physical action, that is. So the only thing that comes to my mind is just these practices. They will not gonna fit you, not all of them, okay? And for the most part, you may end up being quite disappointed that it is a spiritual retreat and you couldn't, you know, retreat spiritually in it. That is just according to my cards. Of course, if you are set on going there, just go. All right, guys and girls. So this is gonna do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and as well, thank you so much for your generosity. Next time, which is going to be Thursday 21st of August, we're gonna have a new moon in Virgo that is taking place on the 23rd of August. And we are back into, I think, series. I don't know why it's so arid in the sky. This is just not celestial events. But for now, on the 21st, I'm going to do a new moon in Virgo. So if you want to know how the new moon and that phase of the moon, which is going to be a waxing moon, is going to affect your star sign and also you personally, stay tuned for it. Tomorrow I will upload as well the weekly readings, the weekly forecasts. It's going to be one long video with timestamps because again I was quite incapacitated to do the 12 videos. Isn't there a lunar eclipse, you are asking? At least not according to my calendar. So I don't think it is. And yeah, thank you guys for attending. See you next time. I love you guys and girls. Bye.